This is my real scary story. It's called the 3:17 a.m. message. I'm telling you this because it actually happened to me, and I still can't believe it. Hey, I need to tell you something. It happened at 3:17 in the morning. That's when my phone buzzed. I picked it up. At first, I didn't feel scared. The message said, "Don't turn around." I laughed a little, thinking it was some kind of joke. But then I noticed something really strange. The message came from my own number. A chill ran down my spine. Before I could think, my phone vibrated again. Another message appeared. It said, "You're wearing the clothes you'll die in." I looked down at myself. Gray hoodie, blue jeans. My left shoe was loose. I don't wear these clothes every day. The room suddenly felt colder, even though the heater was on. I whispered quietly, "Who's there?" My phone locked itself. I stood up slowly. My legs felt heavy. There was a mirror in front of me. I raised my hand. The reflection didn't move. It just stared at me. And then it smiled. I wasn't smiling. It was. Then I heard breathing. Not mine. Right behind me. A soft voice said, "You're listening very well." I didn't turn around. My phone turned on by itself. It displayed, "Good boy." My heartbeat felt deafening. Then my phone started ringing. Video call. The caller name was me. I tried to hang up, but I couldn't. The call opened on its own. I saw myself, but my eyes were completely black, and behind me on the screen was my room. The reflection smiled and said softly, "I'm you, after you turn around." It told me a secret. Its voice was calm, almost too calm. Every night at 3:17, someone disappears. Tonight, it's my turn. I wanted to scream, but it shook its head slowly. "No screaming," it said. It told me there's a rule. If I don't turn around for 10 minutes, I won't die completely. Then the call ended. A timer appeared on my phone. It started counting down from 10 minutes. I ran to the door. It wouldn't open. Words began to appear on the wall, like someone was writing with invisible hands. They said, "You already looked once." I remembered the mirror. My stomach twisted. My phone started playing a recording. An old, crackly voice. A man was crying. He said Ohio. He said 1993. He said, "She got the message too." Images flashed in my mind. Missing kids, empty bedrooms, mirrors covered in cloth. All the faces were smooth, like dolls. Then many voices spoke at once, soft, gentle. They said they aren't monsters. They are the ones who listened. They are the ones who turned around. They said they just don't want me to be alone. I heard footsteps behind me. They were getting closer. The mirror started cracking. Inside it were dozens of children. All of them looked like me. They were crying, but smiling too. They whispered, "Please, don't be alone." The timer had only a few seconds left. I felt breathing on the back of my neck. A tiny hand rested on my shoulder, and the voice said softly, "It's okay to look." The seconds on the timer ticked closer to 0. 09, 08, 07. I could hear my own heartbeat in my ears. It wasn't just fear anymore. It was something deeper, something that felt wrong in my chest. I turned my head slightly, just a little, and I saw it. Not the mirror, the shadow behind it. It moved like water, soft, fluid, but alive. I froze. My legs refused to move. My hands trembled. The timer blinked. 5, 4, 3. A voice whispered in my ear, calm, patient, childlike. "You can come with us. It's warmer here." I didn't understand. Warm? How could this be warm? I felt cold all over, like the air was made of ice. I forced myself to look at the mirror. The cracks were growing, thin lines spreading across the glass like veins, and the faces, the children's faces. They were smiling now. Not innocent smiles. Smiles that knew too much. Smiles that had been waiting. I wanted to move. I wanted to run. But my feet wouldn't obey. Then I heard a soft giggle. Not behind me, not in front, inside my head. The timer blinked. 2, 1, 0. Suddenly, everything stopped. The room was silent. No air, no sound, no light. Then a whisper came from everywhere at once. You looked. You turned. Now we begin. I felt hands on my arms, not soft hands, thin, cold, like ice over my skin, pulling me towards the mirror. I screamed. No sound came out. My own voice had betrayed me. And then, the black-eyed version of me spoke. From the screen. Softly. Patiently. You don't have to fight. It's easier this way. I struggled, but my body didn't respond. The children in the mirror. They reached through the cracks. Little hands, tiny fingers, clawing, pulling, tugging at my arms and legs. I fell to my knees. The floor felt sticky. The shadows laughed. No, the whispers. They weren't laughing. They were happy. I couldn't look away, even if I wanted to. The mirror called to me, beckoning, promising, something I couldn't name. Then the black-eyed me smiled wider. Almost done. Just one step. One choice. I tried to run. I tried to escape. But every step I took, I was back in front of the mirror. It was infinite. A hallway with no end. Only me. And them. And the countdown. Then the voices said together in perfect harmony, "Turn around or stay. Either way, you belong." I realized the timer never really counted down to 0. It just reset. Again and again. And I understood. I had been trapped here before, maybe 1,000 times. 1,000 versions of me, all waiting, all turning, all joining. And the black-eyed me whispered, "You will too, soon, very soon." The mirror shimmered, the children smiled, the room bent, and I felt myself slipping into the glass, into the cracks, into the whispers, into the darkness. I was not alone, and I never will be. I felt the glass swallowing me, cold fingers creeping along my arms. The whispers became louder, louder, not just in my ears, but inside my chest, inside my mind. The black-eyed version of me smiled. Almost done. Just one final step. I tried to scream. No sound. My voice trapped, like it had been stolen long ago. The children in the mirror. All of them reached out at once. Their little hands, soft but firm, pulled me closer. And I understood. I wasn't fighting them anymore. I couldn't. The timer blinked. Forever. 00:00, and started again. The glass became liquid. It rose up like water, and I felt myself being drawn into it, into the reflections, into the infinite repetitions. But then, I noticed something. The black-eyed me wasn't me. It was just a shadow, a voice, a copy. The real choice was mine. I could turn around, face the darkness, or sink completely, become one of the reflections. I closed my eyes. I thought about the life I had, the people I loved, the world outside that still moved, oblivious to this horror. And I made my choice. I didn't turn around. The glass cracked violently. The shadows screamed. The children's smiles twisted into angry glares. But I felt something strange. Not freedom, but calm. The black-eyed version of me shrieked and vanished. The room shook. The mirror splintered into 1,000 pieces, each reflecting only empty darkness. I fell to the floor, gasping. The timer on my phone. Gone. No messages, no vibrations, no whispers. But the silence. The silence was heavy. I knew I had survived, for now. And then I heard it. A soft, almost playful whisper. from somewhere I couldn't see. You'll be back. I didn't answer. I didn't move. I only listened. And I knew the game was never over. It waits at 3:17 every night for the next one. And maybe next time it will be me.
If you enjoyed this terrifying true story, make sure to hit that like button. It really helps us keep bringing you more real horror stories. Comment below and let us know. Could you survive the Forsyth cabin? And don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you never miss the next chilling tale, if you dare.